Bill in Greenville, South Carolina. Next, Bill, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, how you doing today?
Bill, I'm living the dream. What are you doing?
Oh, just sitting here thinking.
Oh, I like
Thinking
that.
too much, I guess.
I'll bet you are. I'll bet you are, and I love that you admitted that. So let's get rid of the stinking thinking, and let's dive into Bill's heart. What'd you call me about today, Bill?
Well, I called you. I forgot to mention to the mom that I had talked to. I'm self-employed. I'm an independent courier, and I've been doing this for a couple of years now. And I'm also about to be ordained to be a deacon in my church.
Okay.
And my biggest thing is I'm kind of debating, should I go back into the full-time workforce, or should I stay as an independent courier? The reason why I'm debating on it is I feel like I should focus more of my time to do work for God and His kingdom. Mm-hmm. And I feel like with me being self-employed, I have that option of being able to do the work of God at the same time have a career. The only problem that I'm running into is being an independent courier. The area that I live in, I live about an hour from Greenville, and I commute every day to Greenville to do work and stuff of that nature. And it's kind of becoming to be stagnant now in the industry. Everything's it's not slowing down. It's just kind of harder to find more work because the bigger companies are kind of getting they're kind of sending out the work, but at the same time using their employees to do it. So I'm kind of in the thinking of, should I go back to being full-time employed, work for somebody, or staying self-employed?
Well, let me ask you this: if the commute went away, and I'll get into that in a minute, depending on this answer. If the commute went away and there was plenty of courier work and you felt like, man, it was booming and maybe more opportunity, would you be calling me right now about this?
Probably not.
Okay.
I guess probably not.
Okay, so good. So let's lock into this. Do you have a family?
I do. I have a wife and 3 kids.
So I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to push you. I'm going to make you think about this. Why wouldn't we move into Greenville so that we didn't have an hour commute one way? I'm guessing, is this an hour total, so 30 one way, 30 back?
No, it's both ways.
Dude, that's 2 hours of your life. You can't keep this up. I know. So that's a big issue. So why wouldn't we move closer to Greenville?
Well, I discussed with my wife. My wife, she works she works a big corporation. She's a manager, and her thing is she don't really want to move. She don't want to move away from her family. Okay, and that's kind of what we kind of had to hiccup. Okay, well, she's got a good paying job. She makes about $40,000 to $50,000 a year.
What do you make?
It just really, last year I made a little over 30. But after expenses and everything, most of my expenses just gas and insurance. So I think I cleared about 22,000.
Okay. So the reason you really called me was you don't feel like there's an advancement financially for you in this particular, because you're an independent contractor. And so there's no advancement, and this commute's killing you. It's eating away from family time, other stuff. You want to be involved in your church. So I see two scenarios, and I'm not going to tell you which one to do because I don't think you need that from me. You just need to think through the process. And so I'm telling you, you have two options. One is you and the wife sit down and you talk about it and you go, hey, could we potentially split the difference? Could she move closer in and to Greenville and get a different job because she's got a great resume. And so maybe we don't have to move all the way into Greenville, so we're not moving really far from it. But here's the deal. An hour from family is really not that big of a deal. But would she move jobs? Could she replace her job and move closer into Greenville, but not all the way in? It's a split the difference conversation. That's one option. I think I know where that's going to go, but that's an option. All right. The second option is you go, look, I'm a courier and I'm not making that much money.
Right.
The reality is, where can I transfer my skill set and experience to my local area and make more than $30,000 to $40,000? And then we don't have to uproot the family. I've got more of my time back to be involved in my church. I just think you're looking for great opportunities, whether you work for yourself as an independent driver or contractor in your area, or you get into something different. But you go into work for somebody else, if you're fine with that and you've got some flexibility and you're knocking down a good salary, meaning same as you are now or more with an opportunity to grow, I think you need a ladder. So, hey, if I pay my dues 2 years from now, I'm going to make 15, 20% more than I'm making now. I think you're looking for something local, which means we don't move. Mama's happy, which means you're happy, and you're more involved in your church. I think that's the best case scenario, is start looking aggressively for something locally.
Can I ask you a question real fast if you got a second?
Of course, man. That's why I'm here. What's up?
Okay, this is the next thing, and I really didn't know if it was really more catered to you or either Christy, but here's the issue. Okay, so I live in a small town, okay, and there's no courier services in my city.
Right.
The only thing that's there is UPS and FedEx, but they don't do what I can do.
Yeah.
And my thing is, I haven't really done any marketing in my city. I haven't talked about my business. I haven't done any of that. I just kind of went out of the realm and kind of focused toward the bigger companies so they have more to work.
Yeah.
Would you think it would be wise for me to try to advertise my business in the city that I live in?
Yes. You have nothing to lose. You have nothing to lose. So before you choose between one of these two alternatives I've gave you, you should start driving around. It's a small town. You probably know half the place anyway, right?
I do.
We'll start driving around going, hey, here's what I do in the big city. I'm thinking about bringing my stuff here. Do you need my services? There is nothing to lose here.
Okay.
If everybody says no, then we've got some more clarity. Okay? So, yes, you should explore that option. Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah. Come on, man. You got this.